This is Beatrix Potter's 1902 work, The Mice at Work, Threading the Needle. She is also the creator of Peter Rabbit and countless other stories and images familiar from many childhoods. She was a writer, a scientist, a businesswoman, and a very underrated artist. Much like her stories, her own life turned out to be surprisingly fascinating. Beatrix Potter was born on July 28, 1866, in London, England. She was raised in a very proper Victorian upper-middle-class family. Her parents were extremely protective, and she wasn't allowed to socialize with other children. So she withdrew into herself, and drawing became her entire world. She taught herself entirely. She had no art school and no mentor, because in the Victorian era, young women were not encouraged to become professional artists. She also loved science, and created remarkably detailed watercolor studies of fungi and plants. In the 1890s, she began quietly earning money by painting Christmas cards. Her parents did this because they didn't want her to work or gain any independence. Whenever she attempted to share her drawings or stories, they would insist that women shouldn't work and to abandon the idea. Many publishers refused the tale of Peter Rabbit, yet she had such faith in it that she printed 250 copies herself in 1901, and they sold out right away. Later, a large publishing company agreed to print it and gave her a young editor to work with, named Norman Warren. They collaborated on the characters, layouts, and everything that made her books iconic, and in the process, they fell in love. But her parents despised him, believing he was a lowly tradesman far beneath their daughter. But she ignored them. They became engaged in 1905, which infuriated her parents. But only a month later, Norman suddenly passed away from leukemia. Beatrix was devastated and kept the engagement ring he had given her for the rest of her life. After his death, she used the money from her books to purchase a large farm in the Lake District. Here, she became a farmer and conservationist, but she never stopped being a leader in the business world. She was pioneering with merchandise, long before Disney came onto the scene. In 1903, Peter Rabbit became the first character to be turned into a patented stuffed toy. This made him the earliest officially licensed character. She created board games, wallpaper, and nursery items, and reinvested all the earnings into the Lake District to support her conservation efforts. She purchased thousands of acres, several farms, and livestock. Beatrix Potter died on December 22, 1943, at the age of 77. She bequeathed 4,000 acres and 14 farms to the National Trust. She is recognized for helping preserve what is today the Lake District National Park. To this day, she has sold over 250 million books, and her merchandise continues to thrive, all because she ignored her parents' foolish restrictions. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I would love to hear in the comments what you thought of this paintings. See you in the next video.